One time, while sitting on the toilet and thinking about how to fix bugs in yet another game, I wondered, what if I didn't fix these bugs but made them part of the gameplay, and where could all this lead? That's how I came up with the idea to make the most bug-ridden game and eventually upload it to Google Play so that each of you could play it. First, we need a character, the main hero of the game. And I won't reinvent the wheel. Instead, I'll turn to my old project. But then his leg started to live its own life and do something strange. But you know, for our most bug-ridden game, that's actually a plus. Another bug to add to the collection. So of course, we won't be fixing it. Since we're making the game for Android, I need to create special controls and draw various buttons. So I'll be using my top-notch drawing skills right now. Some control elements can be borrowed from my game about the farting kid, which is just a great game, and some I'll have to draw myself, using my maximum skill. So it seems to be turning out pretty well and looks nice. And so, my super stylish controls are ready, everything works, although maybe it doesn't. After all, it's a bug-ridden game, don't forget anyway. You can walk around, everything is on mobile, you tap with your finger. In short, it's amazing. I already know you're drooling to play this, but hold on, we haven't finished building it yet. And we need to start building the first level, and the main thing here is not to overthink it, but to just put it together as it is. The main thing to remember is that our primary goal is bugs, and the juiciest bugs always happen unintentionally. It's hard to make game levels. Here, I slapped a turtle, placed a character, smeared everything with crap. Well, in the best traditions of trash projects. But overall, it's turning out quite well. I think you'll appreciate it and find many hidden meanings and interesting plots. I look forward to seeing your comments. I finished the first level, and I'll show you what I came up with. Now, let's move on to the next level, and work on the enemies. The location of the second level will be a psychiatric hospital, and I decided to take the characters from the most beloved part of the games according to the comments. Gopniks, bandits, mutants in Abibas. I think they deserve to live in another game. After all, they look so stylish and sexy. Well, as you can see, the level is turning out to be simply awesome. I've packed a lot of stuff in here, so there are plenty of activities and a lot is happening with enemies you can fight and battle. However, I'm recording from my computer and it's still an unfinished version, so I'm not hitting the opponents yet. An annoying bug, as they say, makes it impossible to do anything on the computer except run and jump, but we'll check everything together once it's ready on the phone. But already, in my opinion, it's a 10 out of 10 game of the year. You know, it's really hard to force yourself not to fix bugs and errors. It's a real challenge, and the bugs should be such that they don't interfere with the gameplay itself, but only complement it. I really thought it would be easier. I even have to provoke these bugs myself. After all, the most bug-ridden game should be heavily bugged. Confucius even said so. So I decided to make each character unique and just closed my eyes and started moving the mouse back and forth, and basically changed their appearances so much that some of them even stopped working. But overall, it turned out pretty well. The mutant thugs in Abibas became even more mutant-like. Playing became even more interesting, as the enemies are now truly dangerous and instill fear. Some of them can't even hit, maybe because their arms are too small or I messed something up, but that makes it even more interesting. In the next level, I decided to create a more open world and add various activities. It was decided to create a large area, scatter various health packs around it, and place cows that can be picked up. But you saw at the beginning of the game what this character can do with cows as an additional weapon overall. But we still need to come up with new enemies for this, and I thought, why not make these enemies, say, dinosaurs? You know, I love dinosaurs. So I went to a site with 3D models, and, you know, everything seemed off, like it didn't look like real dinosaurs, but then, this one, I think this is what I need, perfect. I'm buying it, I'm taking it. And so, I ended up with a level like this. Don't ask why our character is sitting in a coffin and has to jump out of it. Although, in principle, if you ask me, I don't really know myself, but maybe you'll figure something out from the gameplay. The point of this level is to find a huge key, so you can use it to progress further. You know, my favorite gameplay, and most importantly, make sure you don't get destroyed. Walking. Dinosaurs. Look, they are charging right at us. You can also collect cows along the way, which will help you fight against these enemies. Well, in principle, the final result of this level will of course be a bit different. There's still some work to be done here. On the final level, the bugs came to me on their own and actually became part of the gameplay. Initially, it was supposed to be a regular boring jumping level, but then something happened. Cows that fly around and deal damage to enemies became an unprecedented feature. Look, our hero moves between buildings on them like Spider-Man and can basically fly. Look, I didn't even suspect that I could end up with something like this. Ideally, this level was supposed to be real, where you just had to jump back and forth, then fall, then jump again. But look at how he moves using flying cows. This isn't Spider-Man, you know. This is something cooler. And when the game was almost ready, I had already made the menu and stuffed it with ads. All that was left was to take some screenshots and draw the logos, then upload it to Google Play and wait for approval. It's time to run through the game, check its functionality and look for bugs. The main thing is to make sure they are there. And now the game is on my phone for final testing. I made, of course, an original and simply amazing menu, but as you can see, I think you haven't seen anything like this anywhere else. And we can start checking if everything works, how it works, and how many bugs there are. The game starts with our main character standing on a turtle. Just like in my imagination, our world is also standing on a turtle. Then we have to jump across a bridge, which is quite simple. Yeah, it's a pretty simple level, but still be careful. Press the button better, because if you jump and fall, you'll have to watch an ad and start over. Although, actually, fall as much as you want, I'll thank you for it. In general, in this game, you will encounter various serious enemies and obstacles at every step, so be very careful. For example, here a chair attacks you and you can fight it and easily defeat it so it doesn't chase you, because you see, when a chair is chasing you, nothing good will come of it, especially if that chair is liquid. So it's better not to step on Kolya, although you can try. Next, a huge village toilet attacks you. This enemy is even more serious, and you might notice there's a farting child inside it. So you should fight it very, very carefully. But it's better to just run away. It's better not to fight, just run away. But it's your call, your call. The levels, although small, are very diverse. For example, you might be ambushed by a bunch of Snow White toilets. Carnivorous Snow White toilets? I would advise you to just run past them, try to hide from them. But you can pick up a flying cow and use it to fight against them and even win. Upon reaching the second level, you will encounter elderly mutant thugs, who are also quite difficult to fight against. But scattered medkits throughout the building will help you. Your goal is to climb up and escape from here. Damn. How are they fighting? Thank God our character has a wandering leg that can take down any enemy. Most importantly, remember that nothing here is what it seems, and even a door can attack you. But it's also important to understand that this is the buggiest game, and the same door can be destroyed by a flying fat anime woman and pushed out of the textures. Yes, that happens here. The environment is all dangerous and fights with each other. Bug attacks. Bug and bug devours bug. Play carefully and be very attentive. And of course, as they say, what game would be complete without the good old platform jumping levels? Well, here it's probably easier than the previous game with the 3D dancing talking child, but it will still make you sweat and replay the level several times, killing a few of your brain cells. But where would we be without hardcore? The next level is a true open prehistoric world with dinosaurs. You've never seen anything like this before. I think you will be very happy and impressed because there is complete freedom of action here. You can walk around, punch, jump, run, collect cows, and even find a key, then jump into a bathtub with a rhino to progress further. Overall, you are in for a real adventure that will definitely leave no one indifferent. I tested the game, the bugs are all there, and it plays amazingly. I think this game will be the best-selling, most purchased, and overall the best. In 2021, without a doubt, it's time to upload it to Google Play. The logo is drawn, the description is written, and the screenshots are uploaded. We probably have to wait about 3 days, and the page will appear, but for you, it will feel like just a blink. And there you go, it's done. Here is the game page, which you can find, say, by the link in the description or simply by Googling it on Google Play, and you will download it, write reviews, play, and everything will be great in your life. Also, give this video a like, a comment, and so on. Thanks to everyone who watched. Heaven's Kingdom, health, in general. I wish you all the best.